Now come to the math.random function. By using the math.random function, we can generate the random number in between the 0 to 1. And the math.random function always return the double data type value. Okay. So in case of suppose the number may be 0.00 something like this. Okay. The number may be generated from 0 to 1 or in between the 0 to 1. Okay, maybe the number generate 0 or 1, or maybe the in between the 0 to 1. Okay, like this. So let's see. So you can see I have just used the math.random function, and the random number is stored in the variable n, and n is going to print it here, and I'm now going to run the program. So you can see the number is 0.9726 like this. Again I run the program. So 0.270, again I run the program. 8 is 0.36925, again I run the program. 15996 like this. So every time I am going to run the program, and you can see the changes, the number is changes every time. Okay, number is generated randomly, okay, in between the 0 to 1. Okay, so this is the basically the random function. Now using the random function, we can generate random number, and using the random number we can do the different types of work, interesting work actually. How? Suppose if we are going to generate actually the number from starting from 1 to suppose 10. So you can see to generate the random number in between from 1 to 10 suppose, and 10 is being stored in the variable n2 here. Okay, and I'm just declare all the variable as integer now, and doing the math.random function and multiplied by the 10, or here the variable 10 is stored in the variable n2, and that's why I'm going to multiply it by n2 and add plus 1 with it. Okay, and to generate the integer number, and that's why I am using the explicit typecasting here. Okay, so it can generate only the whole number from the 1 to 10. Okay, so let's run the program. Okay, first time it is 9, again I run, it is 2, again I run, it is 9, again I run, it is 1, again I run 5, 4, again 3, and 9, it's 8, it's 5. So randomly it's generated a number in between 1 to 10, never it below the 1, and never it is higher than the 10. Okay, you can see how many times it is now 4, and then it is 10. Okay, highest number, and it is 7. So randomly it generates different types of number. Okay, so by using this you can generate a random number from 1 to 10 or any kind of value. You can change the value of n to 100, then it generate the number in between the 1 to 100. Okay, if you like to generate a random number in between the two number range, not it is being fixed from 1. Okay, maybe from 10 to 20, or maybe 100 to 50, 200 like this. Maybe the number may be entered by the user, and after entering the number from the user, you are going to calculate or generate the random number from it. Okay, and how it is work actually? So for this purpose, I'm just enter two value in the variable, not enter actually, I'm just storing two value in n2 as 10 and n3 as 20. Now to generate the random number in between the 10 to 20, then the what is the technique? Technique is same, the explicit typecasting needed. Then after multiplied by the subtraction value from the higher value from the lower value. It means the higher value in this case is n3, which is 20 here. So I am going to subtract n3 minus n2. Okay, n2. Okay, then after I am going to add not plus 1 exactly, I am going to add the smaller value. Smaller value is stored in variable n2, and which is actually 10. So n2. Okay, now this is the technique. Now I am going to run the program. Okay, so it is 14, again run, it is 18, 13, 11, 14, 17, 15, 13. So every time I am going to run, it's generate a random number, you can see. Okay, 18 like this. Suppose I'm just going to wish to change the number, it is 50, it means 10 to 50. Then what's happened? Let's see, it is 11, it is 34, and 12, it is 41. Okay, so 28. So in this way you can generate a random number in between a given range. Okay, now using the random function we can randomly choose whether it is a head or tail. Okay, we are just toss a coin. Okay, in the cricket match or in the football match, I toss a coin to select the bat or bowling. In the cricket match or in the football match, choose the side of the goal post to select it. We just going to go for the toss, and maybe head or tail arises, and how head and tail calculation actually made by the computer program by using the math.random function. Okay, so in this time I'm going to I'm just declaring a single variable like n. Okay, I'm not actually need any kind of more variable, and just I'm going to multiply it by 2 only. Okay, only by 2. Okay, math.random into 2. Then what's happened? I'm just going to run the program. You can see it's generate 0 or 1, 0 or 1. So in between 0 and 1 it will generate the number. Okay, in between them it generates the number between 0 to 1. Okay, now I am going to do a just write the complexive statement, not complexive, compoundive statement. If suppose if the value of n equals to 0, then it is tail, so tail. Okay, else so if the value of the n is 0, then it is tail, and if it is the value of n is not 0, it means 1, then it is head. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to run the program. So tail, it means 0 is generated, and it is tail again, it means 0 generated again. It is head, means the value of n is 1. So you can see by using this technique you can randomly generate head and tail. Okay, so by using the math.random function you can do different types of calculations in programming, in Java programming. Okay.